All right, let's go back to the draft a little more, man. Let's talk about my man Mad Max E. Hornishore, man. We gonna get into our Steeler focus here. We just going with it, man. We just going with it. We gonna keep talking about the Steelers. We're gonna do a quick review on the draft, get into some more, see who can help us out, man. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you up in here. You know what I'm saying? Call into the show too, man. You know that. We live. Hit us up 412-407-2744. All right, let's talk about Mad Max, man. I've been taking some time and I've been looking at Mad Max, and I'm gonna be making a video here soon about my man Max E. Hornishore. And you know, I'm starting to be real happy with what I'm seeing. Okay, I knew I would be explaining this for a while. I'll still be talking about this into the season, I'm sure. Didn't like the draft pick. I didn't like the position in the draft that was picked. I did want that wide receiver, and then if they didn't go wide receiver 1, I was cool with. But if they went 2 and 3, I'd be happy. At least get 2 wide receivers in the draft. They failed to do that. So, Mad Max, as I'm looking at Maxie Hornishore, he's really looking like a good player to me, okay? Very aggressive. And one thing I noticed about him, which you should expect from a Nigerian, his parents didn't even want him to play football. They were mad at Max for going to a junior college instead of a big college right away because he wanted to play football. And the only way he was going to play football without playing football in high school is to go to a junior college. So he convinced his parents to go to a junior college to let me play football. I'll level up in a minute, Mom. I promise you. Nigerians, we all know, Nigerians is about that brain, man. They about getting that job. Sports is secondary. But he convinced his mom, look, Mom, I'm telling you, I got it. And man, Max is now a #1 draft pick in the NFL. And he looks good, man. But his intelligence, you can see it on the field. And once again, I'll go over that some more and show y'all what I'm talking about when I make that Mad Max video, man. But I really do like Max. The only thing I had a problem with was I think we got a very crowded room. One of these first-round picks is not going to be on the field. I know one got a neck injury. I get that. But Dylan Cook was playing very well in his place. He already had an interview for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, really, if you include the playoffs, and only gave up 1 sack. Didn't give up a sack against Myles Garrett. And you can say he was dumping the ball off, whatever. Well, you know, the great Tom Brady used to dink and dunk. That was his shit. So, you know, dink and dunking can get you somewhere. As long as we're moving down the ball down the field, I'm cool. I'm cool. But yeah, Big Max, I'm ready to see Big Max out there, man. My thing is, what are we going to do? We're going to move Fontenot to the other side. In the chat, man, Jackie says Steelers always been suspect drafting QBs. True story. And also says he was a reach, but I'll take the game won in the trenches. Yeah, for sure. And it's not that he was a reach, really. I really think they had high hopes for Max. I really do. I just think, once again, it's a crowded room, and you could have got a tackle maybe somewhere else, especially a right tackle, maybe somewhere else, and then move Fontenot to the left, because it seems like that's what you're going to have to do anyway, right? Fontenot has to go to the left. Max is a right tackle. All the film I watch, he's on the right-hand side every time. So it's going to be tough just to throw him on the left-hand side, right? And Fontenot played a lot of left tackle in college, so it's time for him to go back, right? It's time for him to go back. But what do you do when Broderick Jones comes back healthy? I think Broderick Jones will at least be healthy by half the season. And what do you do with Dylan Cook? Does he move down to guard Dylan Cook? But you just drafted Dunker too. So a very crowded room, and I feel like that's okay. I think the offensive line was good next year. They better be better this year. They're going to be way better. I'm cool with having a good offensive line. I just wanted more weapons for old-ass Aaron Rodgers. Because at this point, I'm buying in. I was already buying in. I knew Aaron Rodgers was coming back. Jackie in the chat says the Steelers been losing in the trenches last few seasons on both sides of the ball. I disagree. Defense, I'll give you that. Offense, that was one of the best offensive lines in the league, man. Gotta look it up. Gotta check it out. Pro Football Focus got them ranked number 3. And I even disagree with that. They got them the third best offensive line in the league. I put them in the top 10. I ain't going to go as far as the third best offensive line in the league. But, man, with a quarterback that can't move, they pretty much kept him upright. Josh Allen got sacked 40 times, bruh. Aaron Rodgers got sacked 29 times last year. 29 times. We got a Pro Bowl center. We got a tackle that I think should have made the Pro Bowl in Fontenot, who played very well his first season playing. I know it was his second season, but his first year playing, he played very well, right? I would love to keep him at right, but there's no way you can let that happen. I think the Steelers are cool in the trenches. And if they look great this year, it's not going to be an overnight thing. The only thing I was mad about really is like, why are we mixing up the chemistry? Why are we mixing up the chemistry? We all want the offensive line to gel, right? That's what they call it, gelling. Well, you put new dudes in there, you're going to have to gel again. You put dudes from the right to the left, you're going to have to gel again. We seen what happened with Broderick Jones. He was a left tackle in college. They put him on the right, looked like shit. As soon as they put him back on the left, he looked way better. Was he a world beater? No. But he looked better in his natural position.